Africa is not just a land of diverse cultures and breathtaking landscapes, it's also a powerhouse when it comes to producing black gold. Africa pumps out a staggering amount of oil, totaling 332.3 million metric tons per year. But what's even more captivating is that just 5 African countries are responsible for over half of the continent's total oil production. Oh, but before we reveal the names of these oil giants, let's take a moment to grasp the sheer significance of this natural resource. Oil is like the lifeblood of our modern world, it powers our cars and fuels our industries. And these 5 countries we're about to uncover have the oil game locked down. Their influence extends far beyond the African continent. They have a significant say in the global energy market, and their production capacity can sway the prices and policies that affect us all. In this video, we will reveal who the 5 big players are and take you on a whirlwind tour of oil riches, challenges, and their undeniable impact on the continent and the world. So buckle up, and let's dive right in. 5. Algeria. This country has earned its spot as a major natural gas producer, and it plays a crucial role in meeting the energy demands of both Africa and Europe. Notably, Algeria is not only a large oil producer with an impressive 12.2 billion barrels of proven oil reserves, but it's also a major producer of gas in the world. For example, in 2022, Algeria produced around 1.47 million barrels of oil per day, with France, Spain, the Netherlands, Greece, and the United Kingdom being the main destinations for Algeria's precious crude petroleum exports. Additionally, Algeria's natural gas reserves are truly extensive, and they have become a lifeline for both African and European energy needs. Algeria's gas reserves are equivalent to 77.9 times its annual consumption. That means, without net exports, this country has about 78 years of gas left at current consumption levels. 4. Libya. With an impressive average crude oil production of nearly 1.2 million barrels per day in 2021, Libya is a true heavyweight in the oil production industry. For instance, Libya boasts a whopping 48,363 million barrels of proven oil reserves, ranking a proud 9th in the world. That accounts for about 2.9% of the entire world's total oil reserves, and these are equivalent to a mind-blowing 594.2 times its annual consumption. Furthermore, a whopping 85% of Libya's oil is exported to European markets. Libya is the 3rd biggest exporter of oil to the European Union, trailing only behind Norway and Russia, with 403 million barrels of oil imports to the EU coming from Libya. However, political instability and conflict have posed some formidable challenges. The country's oil production took a hit during a bloody civil war. But exports have been steadily running at around 1 million barrels per day since July 2022, when the last oil blockade was lifted. Besides, despite the hurdles, Libya remains one of the top 5 oil-producing countries in Africa, standing strong among the oil giants of the continent. 3. Egypt. While Egypt may not churn out oil at the same rate as Nigeria or Angola, this incredible country plays a significant role in Africa's upstream sector, and its strategic location and well-established infrastructure make it a notable player in the oil game. Egypt boasts one of the largest proven oil reserves on the entire African continent. And over half of these reserves are found offshore, beneath the Mediterranean Sea and the Gulf of Suez. Moreover, even though Egypt isn't a member of OPEC, it's a distinguished member of the Organization of Arab Petroleum Exporting Countries, giving it a strong presence in the regional energy arena. Notably, a significant portion of its petroleum hails from the Morgan, Ramadan, and July fields, both onshore and offshore in the Gulf of Suez. And the Gulf of Suez Petroleum Company, commonly known as Gupco, leads the way in the production of oil. Furthermore, as of 2018, Egypt's proven hydrocarbon reserves stood at 3.3 billion barrels of oil and a staggering 77.2 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. And in 2022, Egypt's export revenue from natural and liquefied gas saw a 5-fold increase, rocketing to a whopping $3.9 billion. Not to mention, its crude oil exports also jumped 32% to $3.3 billion in the same year. Additionally, Egypt has big plans for the future. In 2023, it's gearing up to raise its oil production by a whopping 11% to reach 650,000 barrels per day, up from 587,000 barrels per day. However, Egypt's oil riches are tainted by high depletion rates, as some of its largest gas fields are expected to decrease production shortly. Despite the challenges, leading companies like Apache Corporation, ENISPA, China Petrochemical Corporation, BP plc, and the Egyptian General Petroleum Corporation are at the forefront, navigating Egypt's oil and condensate production market. 2. Angola. The country proudly holds the title of the second largest oil producer in sub-Saharan Africa. It's even an active member of the prestigious OPEC, with an impressive oil output of approximately 1.55 million barrels per day. And let's not forget about its natural gas production, estimated to be around a whopping 17.9045 million cubic feet per day. Angola's offshore oil fields have been the secret to its oil success. Thanks to these valuable reserves, its oil industry has experienced remarkable growth, giving a boost to its economic development. Moreover, the major international oil exploration and production companies that are thriving in Angola include Total with a 41% market share, Chevron with a 26% market share, ExxonMobil with a 19% market share, and BP with a 13% market share. Furthermore, China is the top destination for Angola's precious crude, with nearly 72% of Angola's oil making its way to the country, and India and Thailand follow. However, the lack of refinery infrastructure is one of Angola's main challenges, and this means Angola has to spend a huge chunk of cash importing fuel to meet its own energy needs. In 2022, the country splashed a staggering $4 billion, that's 3.6 billion euros, on petroleum imports, compared to $1.9 billion in 2021. Nonetheless, Angola is determined to rise above this challenge and unlock its full oil potential. 1. Nigeria. The country has had vast oil reserves, a well-oiled industry, and an undeniable dominance in African oil production for decades. All thanks to that incredible region known as the Niger Delta, where exploration and drilling activities thrive day and night. According to the latest report by OPEC, in May 2023, Nigeria's oil production surged by a whopping 185,000 barrels per day, reaching a stunning 1.184 million barrels per day. Notably, the oil and gas riches are held in trust by the federal government on behalf of Nigerian citizens for their overall benefit and development. Furthermore, as of 2022, Spain topped the list as the biggest buyer of Nigerian crude oil. And it was followed by India, France, the Netherlands, Indonesia, and the USA. However, Nigeria's oil is no stranger to the threat of theft. The illegal siphoning and smuggling of oil can cause significant revenue losses and environmental damage. But, despite these challenges, Nigeria remains steadfast as a giant in the oil world. Its reserves, production capacity, and strategic position make it a force to be reckoned with in the global energy landscape. Conclusion. And there you have it, 5 African countries standing tall as the champions of upstream oil production on the continent: Nigeria, Libya, Algeria, Egypt, and Angola. Together, they account for a staggering 85% of Africa's oil output. We've witnessed their impressive oil prowess, the significant contributions they make to the global energy market, and the vital role they play in meeting both regional and international energy demands. But let's not forget that these countries also face their fair share of challenges, such as poverty, the natural resource curse, corruption, and inefficiencies that hinder their full potential. From a lack of refineries to the unfortunate issue of oil theft, these hurdles hold them back from reaching even greater heights. However, the potential is undeniable. With the right measures in place, these countries can thrive and make a positive impact on their economies and people's lives. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumb up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more informative content like this.